From San Juan Studios, this is News Smash Up, where we take news and smash it together.
Welcome to News Smash Up. Let's go to it.
First up, Funko Pop. Funko Pop has thrown away $30
Those Funko toys are going exactly where they belong.
Here's the video.
The trash.
This Reddit user found hundreds of boxes just being thrown out.
Funko Pops. Funko Pops of all different types.
He apparently works over at the Washington landfill, and if you look closely on the side of the box, you can see it says Funko, and then it's a bunch of their Funko Pop board games. It's called Funkoverse, and the original poster actually said that there was some from Nightmare Before Christmas, Agretzico, Harry Potter, and Jurassic Park.
Funko's sending close to $30 million worth of those big-headed, soulless-looking figures to the landfill due to stock remaining unsold, taking up space in its warehouse. Now, the company's best option apparently was to throw it all out. In an earnings call, Funko the Pop Man himself said, quote, inventory at year-end totaled $246.4 million, an increase of 48% compared to a year ago. This includes inventory that the company intends to eliminate in the first half of 2023 to reduce fulfillment costs by managing inventory levels to align with the operating capacity of our distribution center. This is expected to result in a write-down in the first half of 2023 of approximately $30 to $36 million.
You may be asking, but Jesse, how much inventory could that be? How many Stranger Things Funko Pops do they have lying around? If we take their lowest number, $30 million, and divide by the approximately $11 a pop, you end up with upwards of 2.7 million Funko Pops. That's right, 2.7 million. And where will these Funko Pops find a new home? A luxurious Arizona landfill.
And some might be thinking that instead of, throwing these figures away, why not sell them at a fraction of the cost? Well, if Funko did that, then no one would want to pay full price for a single Funko Pop figure ever again. So just screw over the planet and, throw them away.
So next step, we have weather. California has been experiencing constant flooding these past weeks. Let's check it out.
And California is getting slammed yet again by, yes, another atmospheric river. We had a big one the end of last week. Just after what we wrapped up, we're right back in the thick of it. Now, the placement of this is slightly northern than what we dealt with last week, but still impacts for Northern California. Now, conditions are going to go downhill on Tuesday. Unfortunately, the southern trajectory of this atmospheric river puts back into plays that were involved with the deadly atmospheric river that we had set up the end of last week. Here's a look at the timing. So 4 p.m. today, we're kind of in the thick of it from San Francisco up to the north. Once we go into the overnight hours on Tuesday, this is when it starts to get complicated because, again, we have more of a push through central portions of California, which were hit hard, just a few days ago. We have the heavy rain, the mountain snow. It continues. And, again, this is an atmospheric river, so these are mild temperatures. So we're yet again going to have some rain that's falling on top of some snowpack. Wednesday, we kind of shut things off. Things get better. So, again, we just have to get through the next 2 days where it's really tough stuff. Redding, California, 2 to 3 inches of rain. But look at San Luis Obispo, another 3 to 5. This is an area that was hit really, really hard, and now we're going to stack on another 3 to 5 inches of rain. Wind is a huge component. Keep in mind that we are very saturated, so strong wind gusts could easily.
To weather now, a strong nor'easter is expected to blow into the northeast starting tomorrow night, bringing the heaviest snow of the winter. The storm could drop up to a foot of snow in New England and could have wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. And California is bracing for yet another round of storms starting tomorrow. Destructive flooding battered millions in the state this weekend, forcing evacuations, washing out roads, and triggering landslides. CBS's Joy Benedict joins us with the latest. Joy, good evening.
Good evening, Robert. Yeah, you can see we are getting a small break in that extreme weather for now, but California is already bracing for the next round of snow and rain expected to onslaught the Golden State that is already pretty battered.
Evacuation orders and warnings for thousands of people statewide after severe flash flooding. caused a levee to fail, washed out miles of roads, and prompted more than 100 rescues. Swiftwater rescue crews kept busy in the hard-hit Central California farming town of Watsonville.
It's shocking and then sad at the same time.
The storm pushed the Pajaro River over its banks Saturday, leaving large swaths of the city underwater and forced many families into shelters.
I lost everything on 95, and this would be my second time in the shelter since then.
Well, that's all for the Smash Up news we have for you today.
It's been a tough few weeks in the news, but we hope you'll check out the video soon for another
News Smash Up.